Guide to the Apocalypse. This is a show about impossible things and how to survive them. My name is Mommy, and this is my son Bret.
Hi, Mom.
This is our Thanksgiving special podcast, and we're going to talk about the 2019 sci-fi thriller called I Am Mommy.
Nope.
I am Mother. I
That's-
am Mother.
That's definitely the name of the episode now. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I guess Mom took over the show. I am just merely a guest here participating.
It's a Netflix movie. Came out last year. It starred Clara Ruggard, Rose Byrne, who was the voice of the AI mother, and Hilary Swank. I don't know if you people seen the movie, but it was pretty good. And in a sense, it was about an apocalypse. Not so much about zombies, but about robots taking over the world. So it starts out where a little girl is being raised by a robot, and the robot is called Mother. And this little girl she's raised alone in like an underground bunker, and she gets tested every week on ethics and morals, and she always listens to Mother.
Well, as you'll recall, Mom, it shows a series of events in kind of a montage fashion of the robot has access to many human embryos and chooses one and begins to raise it. And not only is it its mission to preserve humanity, but it's also to but also it itself needs to learn how to do that. So
But you don't find that out till the middle or towards the end of the movie. You just see her raising a little girl, and
right,
her name
and
is
then
Daughter.
and then when it fast forwards and she's a young adult, that's when things get a little nutsos.
Yes, because we all know teenage girls are hell.
You have two of those.
I know.
Go ahead, Mom. So you're taking over the
So-
show this week for Thanksgiving.
So, Brett, what would you do if the robots took over?
That's what Tun would do. She would snort and roll around
In blankets.
and interrupt the podcast. The pod dog is good at that. What would I do?
Say
I guess
the
I would.
robots came down and they destroyed most of humanity, and everyone is scattered, and you're hiding in a hidey hole.
I'd probably just die, because chances are I would be one of those people. During the movie, she encounters Hilary Swank, who reveals to her that there's a group of survivors hiding in the mines, and I would probably be one of those people that the robots would inevitably suss out, because you have to leave those mines to find supplies and food and things like that, and inevitably I would probably get smoked.
And have to be listening to your mother.
If I'm not listening to my mommy, I'm like, Mother, I must leave to go get food. And you're like, you can't, it's too dangerous. And then I go
Ask
anyway,
permission
and then
say
I die.
Please and thank you.
Okay.
So Daughter grows up. Mother wants her to learn morals, ethics, and really see the big picture of why she's teaching Daughter all these
But she's also
things.
teaching her what's best for all might not be best for some.
Right, but Daughter doesn't know that. Daughter thinks that she can't go above ground because there's
And that's why she
poisonous and gas.
has reservations, because Mother doesn't necessarily want to help Hilary Swank or believe her, but the daughter wants to help Hilary, even though that might not be best for the whole.
We're jumping a little ahead. The movie for a very long time is just Mother, which is the AI, and Daughter. And then here comes Hilary Swank pounding on the outside doors. And Mother powers down every night. So she can't hear this, but Daughter can. So she gets up and she lets Hilary in. And it kind of blows her mind because she didn't think anyone was alive. So she tries to help Hilary.
Right. Mother was telling her that it was too lethal out there, like there was gas or something. I don't remember specifically, but said she couldn't leave the bunker because of that, but Hilary Swank does manage to get in.
So that changes daughter's thinking, like there's people out there. What was her purpose? What was mother's purpose? So it kind of made you think what was going on above the bunker.
I don't know.
Well, Hillary showed her.
She totally believed Mother, though, until Hilary Swank kind of blew that out of the water, and inevitably she decided to help her. And are we going to get into spoilers, Mom?
Well, they should have watched it already.
They should have watched it already. Pause this podcast, go watch I Am Mother on Netflix, and then come back and then listen to it. All right, Mom.
Oh, where are we at?
Oh, you go.
Hillary.
You're
Hillary
in charge.
Daughter
You're in charge of the podcast
to escape
this week.
with her because she says there's other people out there. So they escape, and for the first time, daughter sees the real world, which is just completely devastated. There's
Not completely.
there's hardly no trees,
Well,
there's
no.
greenery.
There is until she gets further away from the bunker, and then you see like massive fields of corn being made by
That's
these giant
right.
machines,
Oh,
like irrigating the land, like these huge fields of corn. But why would robots need to grow lots and lots of corn for, Mom?
yeah. They're running cornhole.
I
I'm
think
just kidding.
they're playing cornhole.
No, they're running.
I was gonna say maybe Mother wants you to finish your vegetables at the Thanksgiving dinner table.
Well, I think it's a larger picture of that, but you don't see that in the part of the movie.
So keep your room clean and the furnace hot.
Well, we haven't gotten to that part yet.
No, we've passed that part because
she has to come back.
But she doesn't leave until she realizes.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, she finds the little girl we saw in the montages at the beginning was deemed unacceptable.
She failed the test.
She failed the test that the mother's always drilling into the daughter that she needs to pass these hallmarks, and then she finds the remains of that little girl in the furnace, and you, the viewer, think that she was that little girl, but really she's not. She's a different little girl that came up. She's basically the second try, and the first try ended up in the furnace.
Yep.
She was aborted.
No, he was killed.
She was aborted. It was a late-term abortion.
No, because she was alive, so she was burned.
Mom, robot women's right
anyway
to choose. Robot mommy's body, robot mommy's choice.
What's going on here is if mother
wants to kill you and throw your body in the furnace, you have to let her. Always listen to your mommy.
But mother's trying to breed the perfect human.
Because you're not eating your vegetables, you're not
not
practicing your ballet or your flute, you're not prepping for your exams.
Or learning karate.
Or keeping your room clean. Karate. Was karate one of them?
No, I'm just saying.
I know. You never made me learn karate.
Oh, you never wanted to.
I'm not a fighter.
I'm a weak human. So what mother's doing is trying to find the perfect human being to lead other human beings. And if you didn't pass her test, she would burn you alive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, so fast forward back to where we were. She's escaped with Hilary Swank, but she's determined she needs to go back for her little brother because that's also been part of it. She's always wanted a sibling, and it was never quite the right time. And then right before she leaves, Mother tells her it's time. She's ready, and she picks out an embryo that turns out to be her, to be her quote parentheses whatever little brother. And but she leaves, and she's unable to bring the baby with her, and she's determined to bring it back. And eventually, they get through the cornfields, and they end up on the seaside where all these shipping containers are washed ashore. And it turns out Hilary Swank's lived here the whole time. She left the survivors in the mines a long time ago, and it's implied that they've all been killed already. And she was kind of
crazy.
not really crazy, but she was lying, but in a way to try and get the girl away from the robot.
I kind of thought she was Hilary Swank.
What now?
Well, for a moment in the movie, I thought that Hilary Swank was a clone and she escaped.
No, I don't think that's the case at all.
No, I just said thought for a moment.
So anyway, she goes
But-
back to Mother.
But Mother had it planned all along.
She goes back to
Because Mother knows
You're
everything.
skipping ahead. She goes back to the
'Cause
bunker.
I know everything.
There's a ton of robots outside the bunker with their guns trained on her. She says, "I want to speak to Mother," and of course they let her in because it turns out that the AI that destroyed the whole planet the entire time was Mother herself. In an effort to preserve humanity, she first decided that in order to better suit her directive, she needed to wipe out all the undesirable humans so that she could create a new race of better humans for the planet. And yeah,
And these humans, even though she wiped out the humans, she wanted to bring back the perfect humans, but they had to be like not individuals. They had to think of the whole. So you couldn't just think of each individual. You had to think about the group of people and how they would survive and how they would move forward.
ultimately it turns out Mother, after some tense mommy-daughter conversation, we should have had one of your daughters on for this one. They
Oh yeah, they love to
the
argue.
mother deems that the daughter is ready and just leaves her be. She just powers down and she's gone.
No, she shoots her.
No, well, after they fight a little bit, but she lets the daughter take the little brother, and it turns out like, all this was kind of a test for her, and she she passed, so she like powers down and leaves, and then we see that she's taken over because she is an AI. She's basically zipped herself in another body, and appears before Hilary Swank in her shipping container, and she reveals that she was pulling the strings the whole time. She's the one that forced Hilary Swank to get like made her move towards the bunker and find it. Like all those things were an elaborate scheme by her to introduce Hilary Swank into the equation as a way to test the daughter. And then she eerily shuts the shipping container door, implying that she's gonna kill Hilary Swank. Oh yeah, she's super dead. She was very threatening when she closed that door. So mommy knows best.
Yes.
Mom.
Son.
Oh, I'm taking over. Nope, your show. You go.
Oh, well, so what'd you think of the movie? You
Thought it
think
was
Mother
good.
you think Mother should take over the
Mother should take over the world.
world?
Mother robots.
So, Bret, let me ask you.
Mom. Ask
If
me.
you were trapped in a bunker
What is this?
with me,
What is this?
it's a
What are we doing?
survival scenario.
Oh, okay. You mean that second part of the show that we always do that
Yes.
you should introduce first?
They know.
Do they?
Bret is
What if this is the first one they've ever listened to?
See, that's why I'm not a good mother. Because you keep talking over me. Oh, you're so cute. Listen, Bret. You're trapped in a bunker room with Mother.
Okay.
And you have to do everything I say.
Okay.
Are you going to escape or try to be subservient?
Well, Mom, you're reading the notes of the game, but you're supposed to guide the actions of the game.
Okay. So, Bret, you're trapped in a bunker with
The
me.
goal for me is to escape or just remain subservient to a point where I can pass the test.
So, are you going to be knowledgeable and then just pass the test and then kill me? Because I'm never.
I would. Well, no, because I would probably fail the test because I'm not very good.
Because you don't care for some humans.
Okay, Mom, I'm in the bunker and I'm a young lad and I say I don't want to eat my carrots. I want to watch my Scooby Doo.
First of all, you wouldn't know what Scooby Doo is, and you would eat the carrots because you wouldn't know
let
better.
me eat. You wouldn't let me watch Scooby Doo.
They
I would
wouldn't
know
have
that.
Scooby-Doo.
I would know that.
Cartoons rot the
I would
mind.
know that carrots taste disgusting and I wouldn't want to eat them.
You wouldn't know better. You would think
Yeah.
carrots just taste like carrots.
Yeah, awful.
Because I have trained you since birth.
Just because you've trained me since birth doesn't mean you've trained my taste buds. Carrots are disgusting.
Well, I'll just make them taste like cake or something.
Okay, all right.
Throw cheese on them.
So I eat all my disgusting cheese-covered carrots. It sounds so awful. My cheese-covered carrot cake. All right, so
And
I've
you wouldn't watch cartoons
sucked that down.
because
I'm-
you would be
Oh, okay.
learning something different.
so for my hobbies include getting on fancy tablets to learn math, which I'm not good at, and that would be very boring. So I'd spell boob on a calculator.
First of all, you wouldn't have the distractions of other students. It would just be you learning. So I think you are pretty smart and you can learn all the things I'm going to teach you.
Uh-huh.
In order for you to lead the nation.
Give me a math
son.
problem, Mom.
1 + 1.
2.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you did a great
Yay!
job, son.
All right. Well, I'm not in the furnace quite yet. Give me another task, Mom.
Give you another task. If you had to save a drowning person in the river, or Tun stuck in the river on the log, who's also close to drowning, who would you say?
Tun, who is my dog.
In the furnace.
Yep, I'm in the furnace. Well, I lost.
Sorry, Tun.
It was not acceptable.
Not to an AI.
Not to my mom. My mom hates dogs, and
I love dogs.
She's grabbed me by the shirt collar and thrown me into the furnace, and I burned alive. I failed.
Now here comes Savannah.
No, Savannah's not coming.
Savannah argues with me too much.
So yeah, Mom, how do you feel about hosting the podcast? Not so easy, is it?
No, it's not easy. That's why I don't have a podcast. But I'm proud of you that you have.
You've been on this. Okay, okay. Well, this was a show. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy all the spoils of family and food and fun at the cost of our Native American predecessors.
And love your family. Love your family.
Or don't. You can love them, but you don't have to like them. So, grab your Game Boy and play Pokemon. Actually, no, grab your Switch and play Pokemon Sword and Shield. While you mindlessly answer and
or better yet, get in the kitchen and help your mother cook Thanksgiving dinner.
No, don't do that unless she has a big furnace, like a child-sized furnace.
Or instead of just bringing Pop-Tarts, why don't you learn to bake a cake and bring it to Thanksgiving dinner?
If I baked a cake, it would turn out like a Pop-Tart. I'm just going to hire someone to make me some pies.
Okay, that's fine.
Like 2 pies.
2 pies?
2 pies.
That's good.
Pie in your face.
Anyway. Anything else, son?
Nope. You got to close the podcast out. It's your show.
Close the podcast. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget our other podcast, Darkrai.
Nope.
Dark.
Nope.
Darkrai.
No.
After Darkrai.
Yeah.
Dark.
No. After Darkrai Dark. After.
Which he was really cool, but he was hard to catch.
The title is Pokemon. No, Mom, we're not getting into that. Pokemon After Darkrai.
Pokemon After Darkrai.
Yeah, Pokemon, the 2 little dots, After Darkrai is the title of the show.
That's our other podcast. You can catch us on Twitter at...
I don't know, Mom. You tell me. Don't point at me.
His and hers.
Nope.
Hashtag.
Nope.
Apocalypse.
Nope. None of those things.
What, Bret? I forgot to ask you.
Our Twitter is at LetsDiePod. That's LetsDiePod. Leave us a rate and review. We haven't had one of those in a long time because Mom refuses to do anymore.
I don't know how to do that. Hey, Bret, let me ask you one more thing before we close the show.
Nope. You forgot something.
In this apocalypse scenario,
all right,
do you choose your mother or the outside world?
Mommy.
Oh, my little baby.
Okay. Quick housekeeping. We're taking 2 weeks off in December. The first 2 weeks specifically. So, one more show after this one, the one that you're hearing. And then after that, 2 weeks off in the month of December. And then we'll be right back. So, don't miss us too much, I guess. So, yeah. That's it.
Bye.
This has been Let's Die, the His versus Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast. Not his and hers.
I think if I.
And
if we're gonna die, Bret,
let's die together.
Mother and son.
Oh my God. Hey, this show is brought to you by #Team Cyanide, Let's Die, the His vs. Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast, and Pokemon After Darkrai. Check out our family of merchandise over at tpublic.com/user/Team Cyanide. Check out the all-new Happy Birthday Pod Dog shirt to celebrate our 1-year anniversary, the Season 3 logo for Let's Die, and keep checking back for our back catalog of merchandise to show up in the future. Also check out the all-new Grackle a Tackle shirt. You can get stickers, mugs, bags, and more. So check that stuff out, and thank you very much. Bye! Are you ready for Christmas, Mom?
I am not ready for Christmas.
Nobody is.
All the retail stores are ready for Christmas.
No, doesn't exist. Halloween
But
forever.
I am not.
No.
You have a nice Halloween?
Nope. Yep. Yep. It was fun.
I have a lot of cute Halloween.
Nope.
Little Halloweeners. Fairies, Harry Potters. Oh, someone from the office dressed up as a, what's the name of that paper company?
Dunder Mifflin.
Yeah,
I knew
employee.
that. The Office sucks. I hate The Office.
I love The Office.
Everyone that was subscribed to this show just unsubscribed when I said I hated The Office.
There were two little girls dressed like zombies, and I told them if they walked like zombies, I'd give them a handful of candy, and they did, and I just piled on the candy in their mouth. Cute.
That's funny.
And then there was a little boy dressed as a chicken. He had yellow stockings and rubber gloves on his feet, and then he had like a feathery top, but he was only like 3. So when he walked, he looked like a little bird. It was so cute.
Lovely. I dressed up as Dr. Doom.